You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burke Godwin. And we've talked on the show a lot about the catchphrase, video is king in the world of marketing your business on every level. And I would say for the past 15 years, people have been talking about how important content is, specifically now video, because all the social media platforms, everything from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok, everything's video, and it's movement, and viewers and customers, their attention span is nil. So everyone wants to get their customers' attention through video. And our next guest has come up with an agency that has explainer videos. Am I saying that correctly? And these are just so fascinating. So welcome to the show, Felix Mulder. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So good to see you. So we met years ago through our mutual friend Monique Coco, who's been on the show.
Yes.
And she was in social media marketing, and that's how you two met, right?
Yes.
And you didn't have the draw shop then, did you?
No, I was actually writing. So I was ghostwriting, copywriting, directing infomercials, and I was trying to do my own fiction writing.
Okay.
And so the draw shop came years into she and I meeting.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so talk to me about the draw shop, because I love the term explainer video, and that's exactly explains what it is.
Yeah.
And they're impact-driven explainer videos that uses drawings and animation to tell the story of whatever you're trying to sell, right? Or may not even be selling. I mean, because some of these, like the speaker that I saw, you're just explaining, someone's talking over it. So how did you get this idea to do these? Were you part of this revolution? Do you remember when it was like 15 years ago and everyone started talking about video, just became the biggest thing?
Yeah. It's so crazy how quickly it's grown, right? Just year after year, how important it is. Now it's like your YouTube channel and what kind of reels you're doing on Instagram.
Yes, reels are everything. And now YouTube has the shorts.
Yes.
So now you can have you can have the same video and utilize it on cross platforms.
Yeah, I love it. So I started as a copywriter, ghostwriter, so I always loved storytelling. Okay. And I realized why I loved marketing so much is because of the storytelling in marketing. Yeah. Why people actually felt compelled to take action with the brand. Yeah. Did they feel connected? They felt inspired? What, compelled them to take action? And so I fell in love with copywriting and really getting people just excited about making their life better. Mm-hmm. And so when I was ghostwriting for clients, like one of the biggest things was people need to feel excited to turn the page, like to keep reading.
Why am I going to continue with this?
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's the same with video, right? It's the same with any kind of messaging. Yeah. You have to feel interested and engaged in order to keep going.
Yes.
So
especially now, because it's so saturated, there's so many people trying to get your attention, and our lives are so busy that I wonder, why am I spending my time, even 3 seconds, on this piece of content? It better give me education or entertainment or both.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
If it hasn't, what are they called? Synapses. Like if it hasn't made that kick off, you're just like, okay, I'm out.
And then I get frustrated. I said, why did I just spend even 3 seconds on this person? Yeah. Flip, and then I think I got to get up and do something else. But
exactly, it's so true.
Okay, so the storytelling.
So I was working with a company at the time, and one of the vice president of the company who I was working closely with, because it was their client that I was ghostwriting for, and I was copywriting for. So I was very involved in this client. And the vice president said to me, hey, have you ever seen one of these videos? And it was a whiteboard hand animation, where the person was drawing. And it was Dan Pink, who had turned one of his talks, like a TED Talk, into an animated video. And I was like, this is amazing. And it wasn't a business. It was just something cool that they did. And being that I loved copywriting and storytelling and all of that, I was like, oh my gosh, this would be amazing if you could turn in these sales letters that people are reading or copy that people are reading and turn it into a video that's just drawn out like that. And so we said, let's try it. And so I was doing freelance stuff at the time, and I said, I have a client who really needs a video. Let's try it. And we just put it together ourselves in his garage. We set up a camera. We got an artist.
Who did the animation?
We found an artist from a local college for a local university, and super talented,
Yeah.
and just said, okay, here's the script. And we did it all backwards. You know, you learn from trial and error.
Yeah, of course.
And then we started to realize, okay, this is actually what we need to do. We need lighting, we need this, we need that. But that first video we made, people were so excited about it that we literally had 3 other businesses come to us saying, I want one of those, I want one of those. And then we started measuring the results, and we were like, oh my gosh, they're performing way better than what marketing they had before.
Yeah.
And we were like, I think we need to incorporate. So we both agreed to leave and go all in, leave the businesses we were doing and go all in. And it's now 12, almost 13 years later. I'm now the sole owner.
Okay.
He retired, and so I took over in 2019.
Wow. Okay, so I want to show a couple of these. And so, you know, the claim here is 10x your revenue.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you can actually measure a lot of this. Some of the posts aren't measurable, some social media, but you can probably get a click-through rate and know how many people are buying. I mean, it's harder now. Facebook has made it harder to measure that.
There's so many different ways to measure. For us, we look at like an entire funnel. So we're looking at how many people are actually clicking. You can get that, you know, but you're really measuring how many people took the action you want them to take. Did they give you your name and email? You can measure that way.
That's one of the biggest.
That's the biggest, because your email list and who you gain more than the followers you have on social media.
Email list is gold.
Email list is gold. So that, and then of course, what's the next action? Is it that they bought something, or is it, in a lot of cases with businesses that we work with, did they schedule a consultation or a sales call with you, or a demo, or whatever that is?
Yeah.
And those are the key ways that we measure the performance of video.
So I want to watch a couple. I got lost in your website because I was kind of going through, I don't know which one we can pull up, but they all show just such a cool, like you were saying, it showcases someone's storytelling. So you have an audio version, but also if you don't have the audio on, you can still see what's happening.
Yeah.
And you also have the words come up.
Yeah.
And there's constant movement because you are drawing as it goes.
Yeah.
Right? So
exactly.
Do you film the person actually drawing it?
So
on a multiple speed?
Few different ways. So we do where there is a live artist who's drawing, if we're doing the whiteboard style. And then what's really popular now that we do is they're drawing on a tablet. So it's just recording what they're drawing live. So it's like this cool tablet, and you can pick, if any of you have seen like Procreate, you can pick like paintbrush style or whatever style you want. And these artists
So
there's
no
there's
hand.
no,
That's on a computer.
Exactly. Exactly. And we edit it to match the cadence of the voiceover.
Yeah, so the one that I saw, and I think there's audio to this, but we're seeing the one that doesn't have audio, which showcases just that you can be following along if...
Totally.
Oh, there it is.
You need to have values. You need to have beliefs, and you need to have goals. What actually matters to you and what doesn't matter to you. You can't define things as unimportant if you don't have things that are truly important to you. But if you've then defined what's important, if you've defined what you value, how you want to spend your time, what's worth investing in, and if you've defined your future, then you can create an environment that shields you from almost everything else. You can then create an environment and create rules where you're not letting so many things push you off course.
I love this. Now, isn't that a speaker?
That's Dr. Benjamin Hardy. So
Yes.
He's a psychologist, and if you check him out on YouTube, he's incredible. I mean, he's just like dropping...
I was actually, I Googled him after that, and I was like, I think I need to know who this man is.
Yeah.
Because he's got some great tips. But so, do you record his voice first, and then the artist and the visuals come next, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we always start with whether it's a script, and then a voiceover artist is recording that, or if people just have like, hey, I did this presentation, here's the audio version of it. We can take that and then storyboard it and then draw it out.
And how long would that process take from, somebody like, let's say Benjamin Hardy has, hey, I have this audio I just did, I spoke at a school, and this is what I have, here you go, Summer, make it something cool.
So with Ben, we were doing stuff like on the daily because it was for his YouTube channel. So it was like shorts and then longer videos. So we were just cranking. But typically, like if we were doing a video, like say a 2 to 3 minute video, the process from start to finish of like idea, doing a creative brief, writing out the script, voiceover, it's usually 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. That's actually not too bad. I mean, that's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
because there's so much that goes into it. And I want to talk too about marketing funnels and that kind of, because then you also can talk to a client. They might say, I don't even know what kind of video I need, right? Do you have clients that come to you for that?
Yes.
So I want to get into that in just a little bit. But I just think that this is tremendous because so many people can learn from those and get education. What did I say? Entertainment and education.
Yeah.
And those are both. They have both features in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your brain's just kind of like, I have to watch.
Yeah, you want to watch to see what's happening next. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Summer Felix Mulder. I keep calling you Felix also. So
it's all good.
You hyphenate like I do. I
Yeah.
love it. Owner and founder of the Draw Shop, drawshop.com. You can check it out. And at Summer Felix Mulder is your personal handle, right?
Yes.
Do you have one for the Draw Shop?
Yeah, at the Draw Shop.
At the Draw Shop. Okay, cool. So we're going to come back and talk to you about funnels and all sorts of fun marketing stuff right after this quick break.